warriors. I am excited to share a couple of things with you. And I wanted to talk to you about three areas that are very, very powerful in you becoming an amazing, amazing warrior. You want to get fit, you want to be strong, you want to perform, you want to develop a lifestyle. And these are the three things that you must get really good at in order for you to overcome and live it. And I'm talking about three areas. And these areas are highly overlooked by most people because the deception is, I got it, I have the time, I'll do it another day, next year, next month, next week, and then it just continues on the cycle. All right. So the best thing to do is to apply these three things to your life. The first one is you must become a person that loves to practice. Even when you don't want to, even when you don't feel like it, you need to practice. Practice your fitness, practice your good nutrition, practice your positive thinking, practice your visualization, practice your doing, your memorizing, your learning, practice your understanding, and I can go on and on and on and on. And the reason why you practice is because it'll help you to develop habits. This is where you start to build that muscle that builds habits in your life. Okay, so that's important. The next thing is to then, after you practice, you drill it. Drilling is what improves you, makes you better, because in your drilling, you are looking for ways to become better, faster, stronger, sharper. In other words, you want to start closing the gap. Closing that gap, that space between you and your highest level of performance, mentally, physically, emotionally. You want to close that gap every day of your life. That's the reason why you drill. Drilling then builds you into the third step, rehearsing. Rehearsing means you bring it to life. This is where you imagine the scenario. You imagine yourself doing your 100 push-ups and you go for and you get it done. This is where you imagine yourself making the best choices of food and you get it done. This is where you imagine yourself training, developing, and you get it done. In other words, this is where you say, this is how it's going to happen. That works also in self-defense. You can imagine the scenario. It's already there. All you have to do is then go live it. So it's already in your mind. You got to develop the mind to then live it. Those are the three things. Now, most people, I got to tell you this, so that you can calibrate where you're at. And once you know where you're at, then you want to work towards getting out of there and getting into where you need to be. Now, 8 out of 10 people are in the area of lacking practice. Means there is some timer or a no timer. They just don't practice. Then you have another 60 or 70% that drill. They lack in the drill. You know, they kind of like have a habit and they become, they get better and then they get happy with a little bit of improvement. And then they stop. That's a big mistake a lot of people make. I don't need to do it anymore. I already got it. Oh, big mistake. Because then you start to go down like this. You start to go from up here and you start to lose. Boom, and then you crash, right? That's what happens. You crash. And then you want to be in the top 2%. That's the people that rehearse their life. They rehearse the next day and the next day. So they know what tomorrow is going to look like. And they know how successful they're going to be. And they know that they're flexible with life, but they're not giving into circumstances at all. I hope this was helpful. Make sure you find where you're at and then go and make the change. Go make it happen. You can do it. I believe in you. Fearless warriors, you are awesome. Have an amazing day.